Hello, my crafty friends. We are coming at you. Ooh, I just remembered I didn't print some pictures off all the stuff. Anyways, we are coming at you with stories 5 and 6. Not that any of you would have known, but I did have to switch this around because I kind of messed it up a little bit. Nothing huge, but I just forgot that originally this is what we were working on the back with. This was supposed to be story 5. It kind of happened on day 5, but again, I'm not like tripped up if things don't happen on the same day type thing. So now this is going to be story 6 because I printed and foil quilled something already to be on the back of that tag, thinking it would be there, and it's not. So anyways, we are working on, like I said, day 5/6, which is all about us going ice skating for the first time. I knew that would probably mess me up, but by the time I get it covered up, it's okay. I didn't get the best of pictures when we were ice skating. Obviously, it's dark. Obviously, people are moving. I thought about bringing my big camera. I didn't want to bring, it was my first time ever ice skating. So, yeah, it's just, I didn't get the best pictures, unfortunately. Maybe one day when we go back, we can get better pictures. But I got a idea off of, what is it? Liliana, I'll put her name up here. I always forget how to pronounce her name. Where she did like 4 boxes on a thing, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do again, because like my pictures are blue and purples and lots of colors. I just made this black and white. You could have done it either way. I could have made this color and my pictures black and white. I just went this way. And then this is going to be on the side holding my number, unless I like my number over here. So I do have a few choices. Again, I am trying to use my stash as much as possible. So I have pulled out these 3 cards. Once I get there, you'll kind of see. This one I can cut down or just use these 2. So let's get started. I do need to go print out the 4 little pictures I forgot to print. And we'll get started. Okay, printed out my pictures. Like you can see, definitely pink. And just not the best quality, obviously, nighttime. Leilani is the name that I needed. But yeah, you can see that these are much smaller than what this is going to be. So a lot of the card will be taken. But we'll see and see how it goes. So let's get started. This one should be pretty easy. And honestly, so the other one I was showing you was, like I said, letters to Santa. So I don't know how I'm going to do this because it will be working on the back of this one. Yeah, I still am not sure because I wasn't going to do a full page. I was only going to do an 6x8. So we got a little thinking to do on that one, but we'll deal with that when we get to there. So let's get started. All right, crafty friends. So unfortunately, what you just seen of day 6 is about all you will see of day 6 after this, because I was actually doing this during a crafty Zoom with Crystal Ignante and a few friends, and totally forgot to hit record on my camera. We were just chatting it away and forgot that. So really this is going to be just day 5, but there's quite a bit of footage for this anyways, so no worries. And like I said, that was just like an acetate where I put the Santa on that envelope. And then I will go back and show you a little bit in another video of the finished product. But all right, so here we are. I just cut that large photo down, obviously, to 8.25 by 11. This is a tag that I made in a Photoshop. Not really a tag. I just cropped this photo to, I think, 4 by 8.25. I believe it was 4.825. And then I ran it through my foil quill. Me and my foil quill have been actually liking each other lately. So I kind of did I used a card from 2018 December Daily that had a transparency 3x8 card, I believe it was, and used that in the foil quill, and it got some gold stars over there. So I believe I've done that somewhere else in another album. I can't remember. But yeah, that's one of my favorite files. So I've actually moved that one out of the December Daily so that I can always find that one, because it definitely adds a good little sparkle to your photos. But that was because like I mentioned before, I was working on the back of this tag, and I love this picture. I don't know why, that I caught of my husband and son putting on their ice skates. So my husband had ice skated before, but of course it was a long, long time ago. And the rest of us, it was our first time. So I was trying to catch as many pictures before I got on the ice, because I wasn't very confident with taking my phone out on the ice, obviously, until the end, where I got a little bit better and figured out that I wasn't going to just fall right on my butt. So let's punch those holes in, of course, and that tag will be done. Unfortunately, I still have just not gotten out to get any new trim or ribbon. Maybe now it will be 50 to 70% off at least by the time I get out there. I just haven't been going out a ton lately. And when I have one out, it's definitely not going to a store for ribbon. So, all right, just looking through all of my 5s, of course, and trying to figure out which 5 I would like. I found these vellum numbers from L Studio. I believe, yeah, L Studio, it's right there. They call them the large acetate numbers. I don't call this acetate, I call this vellum. Acetate is, for me, like transparency type thing. This is vellum. So I thought this was perfect, because obviously you can see through it. It was pretty big, and yeah, I'm loving it. I also knew that I have a lot of the what is this store called? These acrylic pieces from Color Cast Designs. There we go. From last year that I would really like to use. And honestly, seeing it right there, it was actually pretty nice. I end up going a different way, but it was bringing the red from my son's coat in there. But and I decided on that one because after the holiday season got further in, my husband had told me that this event actually got him into the Christmas spirit, as he's a pretty hard one to get in, as he works in the restaurant industry, and obviously dealing with, the public in the restaurant industry is not the easiest around these times. So when he told me that, I was like, oh, that would have been perfect to put there, but I thought it was a bit big. It was covering up a little bit, but honestly, now that I see it, sometimes when you're in person and you're making these decisions and not seeing like the top down of it, you definitely make different decisions than, what you would make now, I guess I should say. I'm not sure. All right, so again, I got this idea from Leilani. Her image is beautiful, bright, airy. I love her style and her photographs all the time. Unfortunately, at night, ice skating, you're just not going to get bright and airy pictures, of course. So, but I still like this. It was giving me the option of getting a couple more photos and our journaling on there. And I used this card from L Studio also, that says, this is magic, because honestly, this night was just perfect. Other than the fact that my oldest is just not a ice skater in general. The poor kid is like 6'2" and all legs. So, and sometimes that just doesn't work when you don't have super good control of your legs like that. So, he wasn't feeling it, but That's okay. He tried it, and that's all we could ask for. So, hardest part of this layout is, of course, trying to get these pictures straight, level with each other, not crooked, especially when you don't have a T-square. If you have a T-square, this would have been way simpler. I don't have a T-square. Might be one thing that I look to invest in. I did my best with this ruler. Sorry for my head. I think I actually have figured out a good way to keep my head out of the picture. Okay, so yeah, so getting that, I could have been measuring. I didn't want to be that precise by no means, but I did try and use I also used foam tape to prop these up and give them a little bit of dimension. At least that's what I'm pretty sure Leilani did. The only thing that I am not going to do, which you're going to see, is put a title on this page. I totally forgot. Once I started going back and taking pictures for the videos and social media, of course, I totally forgot that I totally seen that I didn't put a title. So. All right, so going back and working on this tag, yes, again, that heart with Christmas would have worked just fine. Like, I don't know why I didn't stick with the red, especially, again, another thing about seeing this, you know, through the video perspective, is I had red on that magic card. So honestly, I did need red in another spot to, you know, finish my triangle type thing with his jacket, honestly, that red. So really his jacket and that this was magic was the only red in this spread. And I honestly probably needed a bit more red. So it is what it is. I will find eventually a spot for this Making Spirits Bright, but honestly, this would have been perfect. Though, in a sense, the spine of this album is getting quite thick, as I've had quite a few inserts, and that would have just made it thicker. So, you know, I was trying to hold down that thickness and create thickness on the outside, which you are going to see happens in day 8. Yeah, day 8. Because that's how far I am currently. Yay, we're getting there. All right, so just doing my journaling here, just writing about how this was our first time and that Canon last year really wanted to go do that. And so we just made it a priority this year to get this done in the beginning of the season and not let our season get away from us again. So for us also, I do 25 days of Christmas with my kids. So we try and do a Christmas activity, a Christmas craft, Christmas baking, something little each day. And it could be big or little, as you can see in this day. It was just a bit bigger. It was one of our bigger activities and it worked out perfectly. And this ice rink was perfect. We got there almost right as it was opening, so that was great. You see it's empty at this point because the ice machine guy, driver, whatever that thing is, Zamboni, there we go, was out there cleaning it. But it was like perfect. It wasn't huge and it wasn't super busy like the ice rink that is down in Detroit. That one is like so busy, though we would have loved to go to the Detroit one maybe one day. All right, so here I was just going through those 45,000 stars that I have from this kit, trying to think, and here I pull out another red one and decide nope on that. I actually decide completely no on all of these stars and just leave it. And now I am pretty glad that I did this because once I do actually add a title, it fills the space perfectly and, you know, we don't need too much from it, so... I do add a few things. These were puffy stickers from Paper Persons last year. Again, using that stash, guys. I'm pretty happy with the amount of stash that I have used. It's not making a dent. Let's not get excited about that. But I am using it. And I do believe, like, after this year, once I get to day 25, I'm going to be doing a hard destash on this, and because honestly, if I haven't used it in 2 to 3 years of doing this project, most likely it's not going to get used. Now, some of my favorite things might stick around. because I just haven't found the perfect spot for it yet, like the color cast design stuff. But a lot of these puffy hearts or puffy stickers, I'm just never going to use all of them. And so we're going to do a nice good hard de-stash so that next year I can enjoy a few new products, but also try and use my stash again. All right, this actually came from an old, those clear ones came from like an old holiday happy planner sticker set that I've been going through, and we put in Oh What Fun and used some L Studio stickers on that, and pretty much wrapping it up. Oof, my desk has been crazy, right? So day 5 is in the books. Again, just need to add some ribbon. That will definitely be things that I go back after day 25 and just finish up. That doesn't bother me at all. Getting the bones of the spreads done is definitely what I need to work on. So, all right, punched holes in that, putting that in. Thank you guys so much for being here. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you are new, and I would love a thumbs up. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.